Welcome to today's webinar, where we are going to talk about the move from ALM Octane to ValueEdge on SaaS. So SaaS Octane Enterprise customers has already received several notifications about the move to ValueEdge. And you'll probably notice when you now log into your Octane instance on SaaS, you'll see the ValueEdge homepage. So this means we're getting more and more questions about ValueEdge. So what is it? What's changed? And what do you actually gain by this? So first of all, as it says on the homepage, ValueEdge is a value stream management platform. So what is value stream management, or VSM? So this originally came from the manufacturing space, and it's now being applied across the software world. So value stream management is a way of rethinking how software is developed and delivered. So today, when we look at software development, in many cases, we start with a plan of how work will flow from strategy all the way to delivery. And we have certain assumptions that things will work out as planned. But the reality today is software development is a complex business. And when you evaluate the flow of your work, you might find it looks more like this page. So here we might have work waiting for resources to become available. Maybe we have a lot of reworked items. Or maybe we're even working on the wrong items rather than the features that could increase customer satisfaction the most. So with value stream management, it works by analyzing the software development lifecycle from strategy all the way to delivery. And it invokes a new set of value stream metrics, including software delivery lifecycle efficiency, cycle time, throughput, quality, costs, efficiency, risk exposure, and more. And by tracking, analyzing, and predicting the resourcing, the risk, the waste, and the value delivery as the product flows from strategy to delivery, the value stream management really enables organizations to achieve superior business outcomes. So VSM is all about connecting all of the pieces together, understanding where your pain points are and how you can improve them. So how does this look like on the ValueEdge platform? Well, here we can see an overall picture. So let's start at the bottom layer. Here we have a range of components that enables collaboration and end-to-end traceability across the entire platform. Next, we have the middle layer, which is a set of services and modules that's representing the different functions in the platform. So not all of these are available at the moment, but we aim to deliver these services in a gradual, staged manner. And of course, because this is on SaaS, this is all going to be seamlessly delivered and natively integrated. And then finally, we have the top layer, which is spanning across all of our services. We have ValueEdge Insights. So this allows us to measure, monitor, and analyze across our entire flow. This also includes AI-powered capabilities to give you the visibility to make effective decisions and improvements that balance value, quality, risk, and speed. So what do you actually get when you move from Octane Enterprise on SaaS to ValueEdge? Well, first you get ValueEdge Agile, which provides you with the Agile and the DevOps functionality. You also get ValueEdge Quality, which is the quality and the test management options. And together, this gives you the same functionality as Octane Enterprise. But on top of this, we also have a couple of new areas. We have ValueEdge Insights that gives you a lot of extra tools for improving your value stream. And for our ValueEdge SaaS customers, you are also eligible to activate the model-based testing or MBT service. So let's investigate these two new areas. So let's start with ValueEdge Insights. So as we've already discussed, the goals of value stream management is all about shortening the time to market, increasing productivity, improving quality, and optimizing the entire software delivery lifecycle to meet business objectives. So the way you optimize your value stream is by gaining insights and identifying trends across your value stream. So, are we improving? Where should we optimize? That's really what ValueEdge Insights is all about. So ValueEdge and ValueEdge Insights is constantly improving and expanding. But let's look at some of the insights you can get already today. So one of the key areas is identifying waste time and bottlenecks within each flow of the value stream. So the grid timeline view is available in the epics and the features grid. And this gives you a visual representation of the item phases. And this helps you analyze the current release. So this view helps you to easily identify things like long phases that may imply delays or bottlenecks. You can also see if you have any phase slowdown in relation to its average phase time. So this is marked with a slow phase icon. You can also very quickly check if you have repeated phases. So this might imply that you have a lot of rework. And you can also see waste time. So waste time could be things like items waiting, unnecessary motions, or any other waste that has been defined by your process team. And this waste time is represented by a red line under the items bar for the phases that's associated with waste. We also have a completely new widget category called the VSM category. So these have a couple of new graphs specifically dedicated to measuring waste. Here on the left, we can see the waste time grouped by waste category across releases. This is a summary widget that provides visibility of the major waste causes in your development process. So this helps you understand whether you've managed to reduce or eliminate any of the waste causes, and it helps you increase your process efficiency. Then on the right-hand side, we have flow efficiency, so waste time across releases. This is a trend widget that helps you understand your workflow efficiency trend. This is based on waste time for features or epics in a specific scope. When you select this widget, it also provides AI insights when you drill into the data. This shows you the top 5 work items with the highest waste time. And you can drill down even further to identify up to 100 work items with the highest waste time in a scope. If we move into the quality module, you can use the risk page to locate areas where functionality is not sufficiently tested. You can then use the reduce risk option on the right-hand side to receive recommendations on high-risk tests. So when you now select a test from the recommended test grid, then you see some additional insights. So that provides you with the main indicators to help you understand why the tests are recommended. And this helps you make better decisions on what to test to reduce your risk. And finally, we have a new root cause analysis widget that helps you identify problematic items, track them as well across releases, and identify the root cause for their problematic behavior. So you can use this widget to track and identify the root cause for multiple different work items. So here you can track things like escaped or high reopened ratio defects, high cycle time features or epics. You might have features or stories with more than a certain number of related defects. Or you might even want to track user stories where the invested hours per story points exceeds a certain threshold. When you select this widget, you will also get additional AI insights. So these insights provide the AI analytics that help identify what caused the item's problematic behavior, and it helps you understand which areas in your process needs improvement. So in order to use the AI functionality, you need to enable the AI analytics for your workspace. So as I mentioned earlier, ValueEdge Insights is constantly improving and expanding, so more and more features will use this in the future. Finally, as an ALM Octane Enterprise on SaaS customer, you're also eligible to activate the Model-Based Testing or MBT service, which is part of the ValueEdge functional module. So MBT enables you to create models representing your application's business processes. And you can then link between the units and the submodels and the corresponding test scripts. So using various strategies, you generate testing paths based on your testing requirements. And then you will use testing tools such as UFT1 or UFT Codeless to run the tests. So MBT provides you with an easy to understand graphical model. You can then relate the models and the test to your Agile work items, such as your features and defects. And this helps you align the functional testing activities with your business requirements. So let's talk about the challenges MBT aims to solve. So first of all, testing automation requires high technical skills. This makes it difficult for less technical personas to understand what's going on and to participate and contribute. The automation framework lacks management features. This causes problems as you grow and you try to manage hundreds or even thousands of scripts, and it's difficult to maintain alignment with the business requirements. And part of the problem is QA and the business have little or no collaboration with each other. So you need to have an effective collaboration tool to bridge a gap between your automation and your business requirements. And finally, this can lead to under-testing or over-testing. So without closing the gap to the business, it's very easy to miss testing critical areas of the application, or even to test the wrong areas. And all of these points are what MBT aims to solve. So let's look at this in more detail. So as I mentioned earlier, MBT provides an easy-to-understand graphical model. In this model, you can have submodels and units linked to your individual automated tests. And you can set up a model in several different ways. So if you're using a business modeling software, you can import a BPMN file so you don't have to start completely from scratch with an empty model. You can also choose to go a different way by building up a units library by mirroring a Git repository where you're storing existing UFT scripts. Then you can manually link these units and start drawing the model from here. Or the third option is where you can start drawing the model with placeholders. Then later on, you can start creating the units either manually or by mirroring through to your automated Git repository. And then you can drag and drop your units onto the model. So once you have a model in place, from here, MBT can automatically generate suggested paths going through the whole model. Once you have the paths, you can select one or more of the suggested paths, or you can even choose to draw your own path. Once you select the path, it's converted into an MBT test. An MBT test is basically a container for the units and my test scripts and my information related to my test scripts. So from here, I can also attach my data sets for my testing paths. And as you can see as well, I can have one or more iterations with different data. And now I can take my MBT test and I can link it through to my Agile work items, such as defects, features, stories, and more. And this gives me the full visibility to align my tests with my business requirements. Next, I can schedule my test for execution. So this is actually managed through a plugin to my Jenkins server, which is responsible for the actual automated test execution. And then once the test is executed, then the test results are automatically piped back into MBT and is displayed in my MBT test for further analysis. So this is MBT at a very high level overview. So from here we can have our non-technical personas that can build the model and can define the path. After all, they are probably the experts on the software that we're testing. And then the automation engineers can focus on building the unit library and executing the tests. After all, they're the experts on the automation side. And this is all we have time for today. Thank you everyone for being here, and please look out for more videos from us in the future.